Funny how assault ain't assault when the person doesn't have a home to retreat to. Ungodly how not having a home makes you less than human, leaves you undesirable to the eyesight, makes low hanging spirits think themselves noble for initiating a transaction for what you have a right to. Why do we deem the unhoused failure simply because we've managed to be successful participants in capitalism? Really, I'm wondering why the riot ain't started yet. Why we still leaning on the hope of slave trade governments to make amends, to return rights to the people of God when every time we see a picture of him, it's a him, and it looks like them. If the reflection of my God charged me up enough to commit treacheries across oceans, across centuries, then what might happen if other folks began to see their God in the reflection at home? Began to see the real similarities between church and state and how they use their church principles to legitimize their money idolatry. We'd begin to mobilize not for the position of president, but for the total liberation of church from capitalism. Begin breaking down the walls of buildings that confine us from God's real temple. Cleaning streets by building systems rooted in housing people, and exalting God by stewarding their mental, clothing their bodies, and nourishing their flesh. Where work days, our community exchanges, and everybody knows who the neighborhood grandma is. Where our bodies are not state property and only given worth so much as they can work with no guarantee on return. Thy will be done in heaven as it is on earth. So be careful of the hell you help build post-rebirth. And whether you believe in 5 loaves and 2 fish, 40,000 over 40 days, or the table spread, the point is that none of your gods would leave a person hungry. Instead, you running around pridefully printing money with, "In God we trust" on it. Oceans are raging, climate is changing, cities are crumbling, and I just want to know, how on earth do you expect to abuse Mary and still be favored by her son? Standing on the neck of his descendants and expect to still hear "well done." I ask a lot of questions because I'm just trying to really understand this and when exactly a change is going to come. When will we be activated enough to kick up dust, to dance down the flood, to circle the walls and cause the illusions to collapse? Ain't you tired of peddling niceties to not get your rights back? When will the least of thee recognize we are the most of us, so there's a 99% chance that we can force close that 1% just like that workout circle on your Apple Watch? That Apple Watch ain't worth the lives of the Congolese just for you to sell it at minimum wage, being priced out of rent every other day, while Tim Cook buys a $500 million boat and billionaires say they ain't got ties to pay. Your goal should never be to align with the oppressors, but to abolish the systems they built entirely, so that one day we can all wake up and not have 653,104 people and counting sleeping on the streets and being killed for the crime of not having enough money to eat. I'm certain that is a state that will find your God pleased.